Think of your best performance. Imagine if you could bottle that experience and duplicate it. That's what Sanders Custom Calf Raising does for cattle breeders. Using embryo transfer, Sanders Custom Calf Raising has the ability to duplicate a cattle breeder's best genetics at scale, unlocking profitability for cattle breeder and investors alike. Hi, I'm Owen Sanders, and I'm seeking an investment in a value-added calf raising operation in a growing market. I'll never forget the day I started my internship here at BRC Ranch, the global leader in elite cattle breeding. Expecting to see pastures full of seed stock cattle, I also saw pastures full of recip cattle, as you know means recipient female or surrogate mother. These recips were carrying embryos to fast-track genetic advancement. BRC has developed a legacy of champions utilizing embryo transfer, which made me realize the need for embryo transfer within the cattle industry. As someone in the cattle industry, you would know that the U.S. beef cattle population is at the lowest number since 1951. However, demand for high-quality beef is soaring. The USDA states that in 2024, U.S. beef consumption was at 28.7 billion pounds. This is the highest it's been since 2010. Cattle breeders need to increase their genetics in order to support this demand. Moreover, reproductive technology companies such as Transova, the leading advanced reproductive technologies company in the United States, needs resources to service these cattle breeders. Sanders Custom Calf Raising fulfills both of these needs. Working alongside Transova Genetics, we will be able to provide cattle breeders a reduced cost service that increases their genetic potential, profitability without the hassle. From talking with Carrie Crow of Transova Genetics, I have learned that cattle breeders are willing to pay anywhere from $2,500 to $3,000 for this calf raising service, and the price point continues to increase. When analyzing Sanders Custom Calf Raising, I conservatively estimated revenue at $475 below the going average for calf raising services. At this price point, Sanders Custom Calf Raising still made a net profit of $50,000 greater than a traditional cow-calf operation. This added value that Sanders Custom Calf Raising has to its cows will reduce the number of calf crops it takes to pay for those cows and therefore increases profitability. Additionally, Sanders Custom Calf Raising has a dual source of revenue. We earn from service fees and market cattle sold. This allows Sanders Custom Calf Raising to pivot based on the market conditions. In my research, I found that when market cattle prices are at 50% what they are today, Sanders Custom Calf Raising will net $288 per cow, where a traditional cow-calf operation would suffer a loss. Additionally, in a normal year, Sanders Custom Calf Raising makes a total revenue of $970,000 per year and a net profit of $398 per cow. This flexibility insulates Sanders Custom Calf Raising from the volatility of the cattle cycle and ensures resilience to changes in the cattle market. I'm personally dedicated to Sanders Custom Calf Raising because of its ability to turn a profit and provide a service to seed stock and purebred cattle operations. Sanders Custom Calf Raising adds value to its herd while also being resilient to cattle market fluctuations. This makes it a promising investment to anyone who wants to increase their investment portfolio. My name is Owen Sanders, and I'd like to provide you the opportunity to invest in Sanders Custom Calf Raising, a profitable cattle operation.